Hello! Hi everybody! So it's been a while since I've been on here live. I'm happy to be back. I spent the last couple of weeks in Canada, where I'm from, visiting family and friends and doing a couple of kidding around yoga trainings, which was super fun. It was a great trip. But as usual, it's always really nice to be home. So settling back in here, and today we're going to be talking about expectations and how they really are the root of a lot of suffering in life. So expectations, I'll chat just kind of for a second while there's a bunch of people coming online. Hi guys. Hey Stephanie, see you soon. So yeah, coming at you here from Cabuya Lodge in Cabuya, Costa Rica. It's a beautiful sunny day here. It is our rainy season, so it rained all night last night, and the toads kept me up all night. They make this horrible, very loud noise. But anyway, here I am. So yeah, today we're talking about expectations, and this ties into yoga because one of the, if we talk about the 8 limbs of yoga, one of them, or not one of the limbs, but there's the first 2 limbs, the yamas and the niyamas. One of the yamas is aparigraha, or non-attachment. And so attachment is basically being fixed or attached to the idea of how something is going to be, or being attached to a certain outcome in any given situation. So, really, anytime we're disappointed about something or frustrated with how something comes out, it's really only ever because of the expectation that we had going into that situation or relationship or whatever it might be. So I have a few kind of interesting quotes here. One of them is things are as they are. We suffer because we imagine different. And that's just the truth. I have so many situations that I can think of in my life. One big one was like birthdays. I always expected that I was going to have this great birthday and it was going to be so fun and I was going to get to do all these great things and everyone I loved was going to surprise me with all of this amazing stuff. And then my birthday would roll around and it would be a fine day, a lovely day. People would do nice things, but it wasn't exactly as I expected. So then I would be in this funk the whole day and I didn't enjoy any of it at all. And I wasn't grateful for the things that people did do for me just because it was different than what I had expected. And the only one that suffered because of that was me. A giant caterpillar just fell from the ceiling. I'm going to show it to you. It's really cute. So I didn't expect that to happen. Here, it's not going to let me do it. Anyway, it's a beautiful black and red and yellow caterpillar. Anyway, so expectations. I think we have expectations about everything in life, really, don't we? About relationships. Maybe we start a new romantic relationship and, depending on the kind of person you are and your experience, maybe you expect this is the love of your life and you put a lot of emotional investment early on in the relationship and you think it's going to be the best thing ever and you're expecting to be swept off of your feet. And then it doesn't happen and it's super upsetting. But really, the only reason that you're upset is because you expected it to be different. So that's not on the other person, that's on you. So I really like to think a lot about and talk a lot about taking personal responsibility for how you feel and how you react to different situations in your life, because really that's all we can do. Is we can't control other people, but we can control our emotions and our reactions and learn how to respond versus to react from an emotional place. And it's a huge part of yoga, taking the practices off of the mat and into everyday life. So here's another one that I really like. Don't blame people for disappointing you. Blame yourself for expecting too much from them. So that's another thing, is that we expect things from people in our lives, maybe from your romantic partner or from your children or from anyone in a workplace, for example. And when they don't meet our expectations, we get upset. But, really, I mean, not always, but I like to trust that people are doing the best they can do and that we do the best we can do. So if we find ourselves getting really easily frustrated, or that sensation of, I used to get like just my blood would be boiling if something wouldn't go the way that I had expected it to. And again, it's only me that suffers in that situation. So anyway, I just thought I would jump on and talk a little bit about that. Maybe there's something in your life that this applies to. Expectations, I mean, really, it can be anything. Can you guys think of anything? Feel free to leave me a comment if you have any, any situation where you've noticed that what you expect was different from the outcome, and then notice how you felt about that. Oh, we have expectations about how our vacation's going to be, or how a meal will turn out, or a date, or a conversation we've been waiting to have. There's all sorts of things. Another one is how family life is going to look, or what parenthood will be like. Can you imagine? And I mean, maybe this has happened to you. You live your life, growing up as a child, and you think the whole time, well, maybe, if you want to have a family or children, about what it's going to be like to be a mother or a father, or what it's going to be like to finally have the child you've been dreaming of, and then it's not what you expected. If you live in that place of frustration and anger and disappointment because things aren't the way you expected it to be, you're going to miss out on so much beauty. If we attach ourselves to that expectation and the desired outcome, we're going to miss out on all the good stuff in life. If you just have like these blinders on and you're looking only for this certain outcome, and all this other beauty, awesome opportunities and things come out around you, you won't even see them. And often things will never really turn out the way you expect anyway. So I guess my message here is to go into new situations with an open mind and an open heart. Notice if you have expectations, if you're, it's okay to daydream about something or to plan and to set goals. Of course, that's all great. But to really be attached to a certain outcome, that's where the suffering comes in. So that's a real practice. That's something that it takes a lot of mindfulness, a lot of being present with your own thoughts, or being able to recognize what it is you think or feel about a certain situation, and notice if that's making you feel good or not good. And that's that all ties in with meditation. So anyway, something to think about. Feel free to shoot me a question if you have one. Or comment or anything you like. I will, I'm very excited. I have a brand new microphone. It's attached to me right here, and my phone is on a brand new tripod. I feel very fancy. So I hope to be doing more live videos weekly is what I expect to be doing, but we never know what's going to happen, do we? So I'll also be releasing some more meditations. If you haven't seen or heard the meditation that I have right now on SoundCloud, please feel free to send me a message and I'll be happy to send that to you. It's free. It's an 8-minute meditation. I'll be doing a whole bunch of other ones coming soon. And I'm hoping to also record some short practices or just some short exercises to get you into a yoga practice if you've been kind of feeling like you need to get on your mat a little more, move your body. So, as always, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, always please feel free to reach out. Oh, just before I go, I will mention I did add another 200-hour YTT date for next July. So not this July coming, but the summer of 2019. I had some school teachers reach out and say that they were interested in coming for a training, but they couldn't do it during the school year. So the dates are July 13th to August 3rd. Offering $300 off to the first 3 people to sign up. One of those spaces is already taken, so 2 more in case that's something that you'd want to do. And as usual, we have tons of retreats coming up. You can check us out on KabuyaLodge.com. And notice your expectations. Tune into your mind and be like, what do I expect? And notice if you are getting upset about something, frustrated with a given situation. Is it because something actually happened bad, or is it simply because you expected something differently? And can you change your perspective to make yourself feel better and release expectation? Anyway, have a beautiful day. Salchicha, come here. And she's eating a bug. Have a beautiful day, everybody, and we'll see you soon.